What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to break down how to effectively stop all the most meta offenses, trips tight end, flex, bunch strong, bunch, and everything in between. Let's ride. Okay, so the simplest formation and formula for playing defense is to have an offensive mindset. So the strong side of the field, I'm going to have a hard flat, but I have it set at 5 yards. So I'm always expecting a low route, a pull route that's going to aim toward the blues on the field. A flat, a zig is going to aim toward the flats on the field. So I'm going to set my defense up according to how I would attack on offense. So right here, I am using the vert hook on the left, and I'm going to muddy the wide receiver, come back to the tight end, and he throws it into a knockout. So if you can take the first 2 reads away, your opponent has to use another read down the field that's going to let your pressure get generated to the quarterback, and you have a better chance on defense to get turnovers. Okay, so we are up 7-0. We had a pick 6 early. So I'm using that same formula. He hasn't attacked my hard flat yet, but he comes right here and he makes a bad read. So if you look on that left hand side, if you rewind it back about 10 seconds, he had a match beater. Now it took me about 2.5 to 3 quarters to realize how he was beating my match defense, because I was going from zone drops to match principles. Okay, so we are up 14-0. Bad read. That's what it's all about. If you can force your opponent to make bad reads like this is another pick. That's 3 picks in a row. If you are getting a turnover on defense, that puts you in the driver's seat. If you are able to get multiple turnovers, then you can control the clock on offense, and you just use simple concepts. So right here, he throws it to a tight window and he gets on the board. So now he's playing all out man coverage. If you want to be able to stop every type of blitz, make sure that you get the ebook down below. The full guide will have everything that I am breaking down in this video in the guide. The offensive side, the defensive side, Madden, and NCAA. Okay, so 21-7. Now I'm playing match coverage, mixing that in with 5-yard hard flats. And right here, he manipulates my match coverage. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back, do a video clip, 30 seconds, and go back and see how it is that my seam flat is not taking route number 2. As you can see, I'm looking and I'm like, okay, I'm on match coverage. That guy should be following him. Now, on the offensive side, I use the same formula. I'm looking for his flats. Does he drop back 10 plus yards, or does he shuffle his feet around the 5-yard depth? I can see right there, he shuffled his feet. So I wasn't able to hit that RPO. Now I'm going to hurry up. The adjustments my opponent has on the field, if he doesn't call timeout, I'm going to force him to keep them. Now I have in between the square and the triangle route, and that's an easy catch and throw for a touchdown. So we are up multiple possessions again. As you can see, I did the RPO, seeing he had that 5-yard flat. I turned it into 4 verticals, and now I just have to look between the user. Is he going to take the inside or the seam? And that's the same way you should play on the defensive side, with that same mindset. You know it's going to be a pull route, or it might be multiple. You know it's going to be a shallow route. Right here, I mix in the ebook glitchy, unblockable blitz super fast, and then I'm going to go back into the defense that he is comfortable playing against. Okay, so every once in a while, you just got to sprinkle something in that's going to knock him off guard. So now I'm going back into match defense. There's no reason for me to have that hard flat on the right hand side, because he is not doing any type of flat or zig combo. Now, if they are using flat and zig combos, that's when you want to go back to your 5-yard hard flats. Right here, he breaks my match again. As you can see, I'm looking at the clip and I'm like, okay, what is going on? Why is wide receiver number 2 getting wide open down the field? So you can see, I was thinking it was wide receiver number 1 to the outside, so I had him cross man. But then I was like, okay, now I see exactly what he's doing. We come back and we score. So we have almost 50 points on offense. Defense has given up 20 points, but I think that we can be a little bit better. So we come right here on defense. He has nothing open right away. He scrambles with the quarterback, and that's okay. If he takes a chance at fumbling, I'm all for it. So right here, I start changing my defensive up. Now, I know that he can manipulate my match coverage, so now I put a deep half over the top. When he looks down the field, it's going to look like it's open. Then he's going to realize the deep half is there, and then he's going to have to change his eyes to another target, and nothing was open. And right there, the adjustments on defense turn into another interception. Okay, now we're going to look at this again. A small adjustment, deep half over the top, will beat the match beater. And then right here, I manned up the correct person, which was the seam flat on the slot guy, because he was able to manipulate my seam flat with his route combo. So those little tweaks on defense, pay attention to everything that I went over. It's a lot of valuable information. Start off with the 5-yard hard flats, get an idea at what your opponent is trying to attack, and then you adjust from there. And you're going to be successful in Madden 25.